Yeah, North Korea's dispatch of troops to Ukraine front line, it's very significant for South Korea NATO relations. Before it was more nominal and then rhetorical cooperation between NATO and then other countries, including South Korea, NATO's partner country. But now we are talking about North Korean troops and then 10,000 strong, well-trained soldiers, well-fed soldiers, and well-skilled soldiers who can be very compatible and interoperable with Russian troops in the Ukraine-Russia war front line. That actually the seriously damage the NATO's protecting capacity against Russia, and then that actually help the North Korea to expand its military as well as political presence not only in the Northeast Asia but also the Europe and then probably Euro-Atlantic region. So that actually shows this integration or the convergence between the Indo-Pacific or Northeast Asia and the Euro-Atlantic or Europe, security, the regions. That means, North Korea is helping, Russia, in the European, continent. And then South Korea is helping, Central Eastern European countries, especially Poland and Romania or Slovakia, and then, Baltic countries and then Nordic countries, for rearming, conventional, weapons with, the defense industrial cooperation with, of the South Korean, the weapons makers. So now we are witnessing these two Koreas, from here in the South Korea and then in North Korea, and actually helping those European or Eurasian, countries to, maintain this type of, security structure. This is unprecedented, phenomenon in the, I think it's a human history, or at least modern history of these two continents and these two security regions. In that sense, North Korea is really helping Russia, and then South Korea is helping this Central Eastern European country or NATO, against Russia. But what I see right now in the Europe, especially Western Europe, they are very underestimate the North Korean military power and then soldiers in capacity. We haven't witnessed their real the capacity to fight against the Ukraine soldiers and the Ukraine's weapon system. As we know, North Korea is already provided 8 million shells, 152 millimeter, 122 millimeter. At the same time, KN-21, the ballistic missiles, and then tons of RPG. They are combined with North Korean soldiers in the war front. This is not the military force to be ignored by the Western European country, including France and then Germany. So NATO-wise, and I think NATO needs to step up. And then France and then Germany, especially those France, step up, to think about, how to, minimize or neutralize, North Korean, troops in the Ukraine and Russia, war front line. At the same time, it's, building the military and the strategic cooperation or alignment, if not alliance, with South Korea in that regard. Otherwise, the NATO will miss a lot of strategic ground to be covered in the Euro-Atlantic region as well as in the Pacific region. That actually leads us to think about this impact. I mean, Russo-North Korea rapprochement, and then Russo-North Korea comprehensive strategic partnership treaty, that's military alliance to Northeast Asian or Korean Peninsula security, that actually have a very important implication for the Northeast Asian security, more than many people expect. Now North Korea is answered the call from its military alliance partner Russia. That means, Russia need to or must answer the call this military alliance is consolidated very rapidly. So that means if anything happened in any military contingency or all-out war break out in a Korean peninsula, and Russia need to do something, and they need to they must keep the promise, because North Korea already spilled their blood in their Russia's war. So this is a very very the ideologically or perceptionally important for this Korean peninsula's security. Russia might already provided critical military technology, including the launching technology or re-entry technology, and then nuclear technology on and on. And that actually deteriorate South Korea and American alliance system against North Korea. This is a very significant change of security balance in the Korean peninsula. That means South Korea need to be drastic, need to do some drastic measures to match the North Korea and Russia the alliance. That means that push South Korea to untested territory, might think about more strategic weapons and then probably nuclear weapons, and that actually destabilize entire Northeast Asia or in the Pacific region. That it's deteriorating this European security too. So now what we are witnessing right now by North Korea and then South Korea in this real security convergence between these two regions, Euro-Atlantic regions and in the Pacific region. We must be alert. Thank you.